very second.
I literally told you to start the stream up, and you're like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to." That's you. So then, how many characters are in the Bleach game then? Because I think you said it goes up until the end of the Aizen
Fate
saga.
Katakura. Yeah, the Fate Katakura Town arc. So basically,
Does it have sagas or no? Or is it just arcs?
technically, you can break Bleach into, I guess, two sagas, like post Aizen and
I
like
was about to say what?
Aizen.
Fucking before Aizen, after Aizen.
BAAA.
Doesn't sound that strong.
Okay, so it sounds like the main complaint with Castris is not. It's not her buff specifically that people are upset about. It's the idea of those buffs entering the game. And the main reason behind this one, and Upper Omni suffered from this a little bit, is that it invites power creep to such a massive extent that if
Yes,
you
but
don't start being paid
yeah,
to
yeah,
win,
no, I understand that. Here's the problem: you could already make that argument now with
no,
how character skits are.
no, because you can make a decent, like, you can make a good team composition and just roll with it. I mean, you fucking do.
Not not out of the characters you get from the silver banner. No, you can't.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna start upgrading Bronia because she's my only hope at buffing my team's fucking damage for fucking for this. Oh,
I mean,
wow,
well,
that city's
you
shit.
couldn't. I mean, well, you couldn't get Sunday, so she's a good second option.
Why don't you say what you really want to say?
I have both.
Yeah.
I could put both on a team. I could
No,
probably have them buff each other, and then no one get the turn.
probably wouldn't be worth it.
Hey, there's somebody on the floor.
Do you ever answer the phone call messages?
Phone call messages.
In
Is that
in the game, how you have like a phone, how sometimes you'll get messages from
Oh
people.
yeah, because that's how you get side quests.
What did you
Let me
do?
see.
I don't know. I just touched her and then poof. Hey, I see someone.
Stop! Wait! Don't go!
Well, at least we know someone's alive.
Come on. Let's find them and start asking questions.
But yeah, no. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Having a generic revive, I think, is fine. I am surprised though they're going for such a global buff idea, but I guess it's to kind of like let players know they don't have to waste their time building up every single unit they get.
Because it's what we were discussing before. People fucking are just upset. It's like, well, my character's not going to be fucking relevant. Like, me. Then play the characters you like. It's like every gotcha game. Unless you're a fucking meta slave, you're only going to play the characters you like anyway.
How dare you, Kyle? If they could
No, I'm fucking.
understand.
Well, no, I'm fucking right, and everyone else just being a whiny fucking bitch.
Where we need to be.
Come on, let's chase.
I'm completely in the right here.
Earlier.
Maybe we should split up.
That sounds reasonable, but splitting up may cause additional problems.
No, we need to stick together. We have no idea what lies ahead of us.
I agree. And we should all be together to protect Sophie as well. What is this? It appears to be moving.
A clock? Maybe not. Actually, the Overseer used to have something like this.
It's
I like how they don't acknowledge the fact that the civilization most likely died off.
location at one time.
And now it's all lonely and stuff.
So now this one has no
Machines were built for humans to use. So now this one has no purpose.
I
It's
wouldn't go
totally
so far as to
sad.
say
I'd expect you to say that.
but
I
still,
wouldn't go so far as to say machines have souls, but still.
Your sentiment does have a point.
Do you ever feel sad, Kyle, when you see a lawnmower standing around with no one to mow the grass?
Fuck no.
Probably feel sad that you're gonna have to be the one to mow the grass afterwards.
I go over to someone's place, I see that they have long grass, and all I can think is, how long until they try and slyly ask me to fucking do it for them, and they think because we're friends that they don't have to pay me.
That's not what they do.
More than you fucking think.
I was gonna say, do they actually fucking just like hang out with you and then out of nowhere, like, hey man, you know, my grass is looking pretty long.
Smell! Disgusting.
Oh, they'll be like, oh, I just, I haven't had time to do it. It's like, well, you got fucking time now. But you're over. I can fucking wait. Go mow. I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, you go mow and I'll fucking sip a coffee and watch you.
Be a nice change of pace for you.
Oh, no, I treat those requests like the start of the fucking live-action Garfield movie. Get him, Garfield. Get him, John.
Pascal, how can you tolerate this smell without holding your nose?
I like this smell.
How could... oh!
Well, it's like gasoline. Also, hello, Red Dusk. Tried out Helldivers yesterday. Actually, a pretty solid game.
Never played it.
It plays well, but you kind of need friends to have fun with it, I would say.
Oh, like every multiplayer game I see.
No, I can have fun playing multiplayer games by myself, and the game was fun. I can definitely see myself playing it later on.
Yeah, multiplayer games, but fucking, I have no appeal to multiplayer games unless I have, like, friends to dedicate time to it.
That's fair. What happened to the watermelon? The fuck? He's right. Kyle, when did you change his attire? When did he achieve the character growth, Kyle, to let the shell and the watermelon go? Curious.
When he realized that shedding the shell was the only way he could truly defend his family.
Alright, so what happened to the watermelon?
It broke when we crashed.
I think I finally just figured out what's been bothering me
Alright.
about this planet.
What is it?
Oh fuck, I picked the wrong buff because of you.
Something was missing. I mean, besides all the people. But I couldn't put my finger on it.
And now you have?
It's hard to put into words, but see, on our world, you can sense the life in any living being, even monsters. But the monsters here aren't like that. They lack a certain spark, I guess.
I think we've all felt
I
something
get what you
similar
mean.
ever since we
I think
landed.
we've all felt something similar ever since we landed here.
Or any other place.
So again, our watermelon, they're trapped on a separate
Any
world.
other kind of life form barely exists on this planet at all. I guess that must be why this is here.
Yeah, it makes sense that the people who once lived here wanted to preserve any kind of remaining life.
I can't imagine what they must have gone through. Our world is so full of life. Being here makes me realize how much I take it for granted.
I guess all we can do now is to honor the past and make sure the same mistakes aren't committed again. We have to make sure Athenia doesn't suffer the same fate as Fodra.
You think they're really proud of themselves writing this like super heavy-handed analogy?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying. You see this analogy all the time, or yeah, yeah. Analogy is the right word. Where it's all like, oh yeah, war is bad. I hope war doesn't happen here. We should make sure war doesn't happen here. You think they were proud of themselves? I think they were proud of themselves. They look like they were proud of themselves.
There is no way to do an analogy like that and for it to be subtle.
That's fine. I know plenty of writers who use subtlety and they're all cowards. But come on, have some standards.
You would say that. You have no romance.
I have plenty of romance.
No, you have smart.
I
I'll be back
have
in a second.
plenty of romance. All right. So, Red Dusk, how's your night been? Hope you're doing well. Good, real good? That's good. You enjoying life back in the good old US of A? Because you came back, I think, like 2 weeks ago. Oh, son of a bitch. My nose. Gonna be sent off to another country in a month, huh? Fuck. I fucking hate when my fucking team doesn't have anyone who fucking meets the requirements for fucking buffs in this game. So how often do you get deployed then? Because you make it sound like it's a law. At least once a year? Oh, nice. Must be nice going around the world in several days. Where did that boy get off to? It's only 2 weeks because that's the minimum requirement being the reserves. Oh, are you on active reserve? Right. So technically, if I recall correctly, if you're on active reserve, you don't get yeah, reserve. If I remember correctly, you don't get drafted or called to draft if a draft does happen, right? Because you perform the active reserve or something like that.
Oh,
I know there's an advantage to be on active reserve or some shit like that. Welcome back.
active reserve. Sounds like an oxymoron.
No, it's military situations. Yeah, because in the U.S. Army, I don't know how it works for the Australian military, but in the U.S. Army, you have a chance of you can basically sign up for the reserves in a more active manner, and if you do, you're not penalized or some bullshit about like if they need you, there's a bonus to it. Or no. I think it's if you're on active reserve for a while, you get removed from active reserve faster.
But here's the kicker. You're the first draftees in the war.
Yeah, you are because you're active. So the idea is that you put yourself.
I am an active one. War is coming, and now I start eating a lot and doing nothing.
I think
I am
when
medically unfit to go to war.
I think when you're in active reserve, you have to stay like physically fit by the military standards.
You can get a lot of weight very quickly, especially when a war is coming up in like 2 weeks.
It's a person.
Kyle, is this our new teammate?
That's not how that works, Sharia.
She's not breathing and she has no pulse, but I don't think she's dead.
She's got a huge rack though.
She's got a nice rack. I thought it was a rhino. Was I the only one expecting an anime cutscene right now? Wait. What if this is Sophie?
Brand new teammate, let's go.
Did you bring these people here, Sai?
She is alive.
And who might you all be?
My name is Asbel Lant. My friends and I came here from a different world.
A different world? Do you mean Ephinia? Does that mean the seal has finally been broken?
Ephinia?
No? How odd. Then how, may I ask, did you arrive here?
We flew here in a shuttle.
Thank you for the donation, Pimp Demon. Let's read this message.
When we landed.
Well. An unconscious female. I guess Rin is having dessert today. Knew it. Pimp Demon, no.
Is there some kind of
Damon, I didn't realize you were reading directly from the book.
There is.
You, Kyle, you shut up. Kyle, tell them how Rin's a lot better in the second book.
Yes,
Go.
I am.
Also, hello, Pimp Demon.
Oh, well,
For not making
yeah,
introductions.
anything that Rin did, he tries to walk that right the fuck back in
in
the most worst way possible. He's also super inactive and doesn't do anything as a protagonist.
All right, so
The entire story revolves around Maximilian, which was the right call, but Rin being there felt haphazard, and he was just there for the sake of being there.
all right, don't listen to fucking Kyle. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, I do. You have way. Rin did not need to be there. You literally could have had all the other supporting characters being there. Well, granted, you could have gotten rid of Xavier and Bun too. They didn't really need to be there. But everyone else
did
played their
appreciate my
part fine.
genius. Don't listen to him.
Your very horrific smut scene. No.
It was fantastic, and it was perfectly wholesome.
Yeah, to you freak.
There was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, according to you, the best lube is in your tears. It's fucking blood.
Oh,
It is an artificial humanoid soldier created by photons.
Kyle, listen, you're 100% right, but only I get to dick on Ren. Lies.
Constructs that resemble people but are not.
Kyle's not.
That would explain why she didn't age during the
No.
7 years she was missing.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I think I
don't
get to
care.
do that.
She's still Sophie. She's still our friend. Sophie is sick, Emerald, and we came here to find a cure. Do you know a way to treat her?
Protos Haze is equipped with a self-healing module, but... yes, that seems to be malfunctioning as well.
What's with the
The
giraffe?
damage is quite severe. Could it have been Lambda?
It's our sword.
It is.
This unit can be repaired, but we must take it to the Humanoid Research Center. However, the center had been overrun by monsters even before I went to sleep. I imagine it's much worse now. Going there will put your lives in grave danger, and Protos Haze will be unable to defend you. Also, even if you reach the center, there is no guarantee that its equipment will still function. It's quite possible that this unit is simply beyond repair. Knowing all that, are you still willing to risk your lives for Protos Haze?
Yes.
Bitch,
Sophie's our friend.
don't you know who you're talking to?
Very well. In that case, I will not attempt to dissuade you further. There is a machine in the research center that should be able to repair this unit, although I do not know if it still functions. However, you will be unable to offer
Furion is Kino?
my help,
Whatever.
so I will accompany you on your journey.
Well, Pimp Demon, you see my top tier gameplay in Helldivers yesterday? Also, a Cyber randomly showed up, so that was interesting. Giraffe,
Oh.
my favorite character.
What did you just talk about?
We went over a little bit of Mahito versus Shigaraki. He wouldn't talk too much about it. We'll probably end up talking later on about fucking because he's really into Sukuna versus fucking the guy from Demon Slayer, Muzan.
Oh, Muzan.
Yeah. Oh, you have a new teammate? So you have a new family member. Can she be equipped to your team or no?
No, but she is part of it.
Soon, she will be like us. Soon, she will be as one with the rest of our brain cells. See, the truth about Tales protagonists, it's not that they all share one brain cell. They all had normal brains at one point, but as they slowly meshed together, their brains formed a singular cohesive brain cell. Not brain, brain cell. Very important distinction. Oh yeah, I gotta make the book free actually fucking this week, so that way for the people, I'm gonna give people the chance to read it, and then they can not read it and still talk shit about Rim without reading it, but it is what it is.
They become Legion.
True. More like two brain cells fighting for third place. No, because anyone else who was in the running would have been killed.
Emerald, are the humanoids we see strewn about here also Protos Haste units?
They are similar, but fundamentally different.
There's no way she's not joining the party.
Powered, civilian-use humanoids, just like Psy.
So the ones that can fight are called Protos Hastes?
Strictly speaking, that is not correct. When we reach the laboratory, you'll understand.
Wow, Emerald. You know stuff even Pascal doesn't. It makes me really confident that
Wow.
you can help
Sounds
Sophie.
like
I assure you that I will.
you could be part of the family.
She has no idea what she's done. Is she holding an orb with her cleavage? Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
She's holding the world. You see, what you don't know is that she's physically the strongest out of all of us. Her back is just completely ripped for having to carry those Himahomers.
I mean, fucking, there's no way that she does not have back problems. What she's fucking packing. Muzan Sukuna suck compared to El Hakan. The hell is that? You want to know what's a series I wanted to go back and maybe consider power scaling because it looks like it'd be a lot of fun? El Tigre from Nickelodeon. If any of you guys know what that story is, or that TV show.
No, I've never heard of the tiger.
And how do you know it was about a tiger? Because it's
The
not.
Humanoid Research Center?
It's about a
I will warn you
Mexican.
If you value your lives, please use extreme caution while inside this facility.
I just hope their machine.
If it's about a Mexican who wrestles, it's probably about fucking Tiger Mask.
Not exactly. He's the villain from the Primal Hunter RPG series. How many seasons does El Tigre have? Only have one season.
All I can hear is my heartbeat. But I'm still alive. Trust will only betray. Hope will only disappoint. We must remove all hope and return it to the planet.
I didn't realize Sephiroth was in this game.
To the planet's soul, Lambda.
Wait, wow, you actually said his name right. Holy shit, Zim said a name right. Guys, why are you surprised, Pimp Demon? I always say people's names right.
You dumbass.
Every fucking day, I show up and say people's names right. Superman, remove hope, not while I'll exist. Yeah, but what if Superman didn't exist? What if, hypothetically speaking,
I'm not hiding anything.
I knew a statement that Mangler sent to me against my will that Superman apparently can't destroy the planet in one punch?
Well, I know something that Mangler taught me today. Superman doesn't just rely on solar radiation, he also needs calories.
Are you fucking serious, bro? Superman out here needs a fucking calorie, mate? Is that what you're telling me?
He needs to eat actual food, not just live off the sun.
That don't sound right, bro. Well, Pim Demon, how's your day been? Also, Ryan, if you're still here, how's your day been?
Well, while you had cyber detention, did you end up getting ask him what happened to G1?
Yeah, apparently the website they use to host their website is trying to crack down on anime and manga pirating, and because they had scan links, they thought they were like pirate links.
Oh, you can't stop the pirate.
Doing well, it's good. How is Superman able to live inside the sun for thousands of years then? It'd probably just be an example of Superman being super fucking inconsistent across the board. Which he is. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You ever hate...
I assume while you had his attention, you got him to elaborate further on some things that Shigaraki could do, because we're pretty much covered when it comes to Mahito.
No, I mean he very much tried avoiding it. It's very clear that he doesn't want. So what he told me is that he doesn't want to talk too much about it till after the death battle's out, so that way like he can talk more freely about like scaling and stuff. What's with the fast-paced music? The Death Star can't blow up the Primal Hunter version of Earth because it's the size of the sun. I'm doing good. Probably gonna go read now. That's good, Pimp Demon. Reading's a good thing. All aspiring people should be reading. I hate farming Fei Xiao, dude. She's the most annoying fucking boss fight to farm.
Not really. Just use other people's characters.
I don't have any friends who can help me clear the fight easily.
You can literally just get strangers.
Yeah, I know, but like none of their characters pop up that would make it easier to fucking farm this fight. Don't take consistency in front of Kyle. You know he has a phobia about that. What the fuck do you mean he has a phobia about that? Kyle,
I don't have a phobia. I have a fucking hatred of people using the term outlier. I can tell you a character is inconsistent. I just tell you to shove it up your ass. We still take everything into consideration because what we do is essentially data. We're data collectors. Just because a piece of data is inconveniencing doesn't mean you disregard it and throw it to the wayside. It just turns into the high ball or the low ball.
what title did he acquire?
That's what I'm looking up.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I heard that correctly. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I saw a lover right there, and I was like, what the fuck?
Stay sharp, even against chumps.
Hubert versus the kid from Soul Eater?
I can't believe our baby Hubert got so strong.
Which one?
Can you narrow that down, please?
Soul Eater is one of those series where I always kind of fucking forget that, like, technically they're all a bunch of fucking kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they're all like 12.
No, I don't think they're 12. I'm pretty sure they're high schoolers. Billy? Who the hell is Billy from Soul Eater?
With each step, I grow even stronger, even more, oh, whatever.
I think I know who that is. Is that the black kid who uses the twins as like gauntlets?
Yes.
Outside of helping during the brew arc, he doesn't really have any actual feats. You can't really scale into the main cast either.
Isn't he part of the B team?
Yeah, and do you want to know how many on-screen feats or statements the B team has? Oh, fucking. I could probably count them on my finger.
Aren't they supposed to be consistent to like the main party for the most part?
No.
Well, because don't they aren't all their weapons dead scythes too?
No.
Because if I remember correctly, by the end of the series, the only fucking person who doesn't have a dead scythe is Kid.
No. Soul is the last Death Scythe. They outlawed the making of Death Scythes because to make a Death Scythe you have to go after a witch's soul, and that has to be the final soul you acquire. And witches at the end of the series have stopped being hunted down because they actually like helped during the War in the Moon.
Yeah, but like before. So you're telling me before
No.
the end of the story, no one else becomes a dead scythe? Because Kid's become a dead scythe at the end. He's like a dead scythe like halfway through the story, isn't he?
No.
I'll double check that then.
Paige and Lisa aren't Death Scythes.
Yeah, Kid's pistols aren't dead scythes. Yeah, I know.
That's the Kid gains the moniker and powers of death, but that's it.
No, I know, but I was under the impression from what the fucking Wikipedia said that Black Star's weapon becomes a dead scythe.
Tsubaki? No.
Suspicious. So Hubert wins? Probably with what Kyle said. Oh, I'm so glad they finally let you fucking use the blue material to craft the purple shit, dude. It makes this game so much fucking better.
Dude, I've almost fully leveled up the trees for Dr. Ratio and Linsha.
Nice.
It's like, oh my god, you do so much more damage now.
You're so beautiful now. Alright, let's try and find a stranger who maybe might be able to help me out here. Oh, thank goodness, we have a bunch of new character. I don't want you.
See if you can find a level 70 adventuring, but also like check their abilities, their ability tree.
Well, I already have a level 70 adventuring that's fine, but I'm trying to find someone a little stronger.
Level 70 is the highest the characters get at the moment.
No, level 80 is. Hello. I think I just found the adventuring I've been looking for. Soul's the only one in the group who becomes a dead scythe. In fact, Kid states at the end of the series that Soul's the last dead scythe.
That is what I said.
Alright, then I guess I just received bad information. Yeah, because I was under the impression, from what people were saying on the internet talking about it, that the only non-dead scythe for the original group ends up being the two pistols, because Kid always had trouble getting the Witch's Soul at the very end.
No, because he's a pedantic fucker who likes symmetry, so they have to have the exact same amount of everything.
Yes.
And even if he was capable of turning either of them into a death scythe, he literally wouldn't, because he'd just be like, but we need to hunt 2 witches and this is only 1.
What was the point of the Witch's Soul for the dead scythe? Is that do they need the Witch's Soul to like craft the the power into the body, or is it just like a fucking?
So the way it works, you have you eat 99 quiche and egg, which is basically just the souls of bad people, criminals, etc.
Yes.
And it doesn't even have to be bad criminals. It's basically just it could just be just shit people. So it's
Kyle, when his manager
very
pisses
loose.
him off one day.
And the witch's soul is, I don't know, just because of fucking flavor, because the series said so.
The series never actually explains why the witch's soul is needed.
No, because it's not a focus or a plot point.
I feel like if part of the deal with the witches is to stop hunting them, and they say there's no more dead scythes, I feel like it's just weird to not mention why the witch's soul is needed. Because I've watched the anime, and there are multiple times she tries to make soul a dead scythe, but they never tell you why you need a witch's soul. Because I always found it stupid that, like, okay, so she has the 99 souls, but she didn't get the witch, therefore it's no longer valid.
It's how it is.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Also, if you fumble at the end and you eat a soul that's not a witch's soul, you have to get the 99 quiche and eggs again.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. That's what I was talking about. Where it's just like, okay, but why though? Like the series never explains it. It's just that okay, that's just how it is. Soul Eater is one of those interesting. Soul Eater is one of those animes that had to make their own ending in order for the story, or in order to finish off their run. Always weird when that happens. I think it's because they usually catch up to the manga. I think is what happens, right?
No, so what happened was that the manga was kind of in its like second last to last arc. It was just before the battle on the moon, but they didn't really, because Soul Eater was a monthly series, they didn't know if they were going to catch up to it or not. So they kind of rushed the ending, so that's why like the last 3 kind of arcs are basically just like a mishmash into one. Because the assault on Arachne's castle is its own entire arc. The fight with Mifune, the final fight with Mifune against Blackstar happens later on than when it's shown.
Yes.
But they combine like just a whole bunch of like arcs and just mush them together.
Yes.
That's why like everything up to the Brew arc and the anime just feels rushed as fuck.
Tomorrow on our server, I'm going to watch Gundam Characters Counterattack, which is one of the most significant events in UC. Let's see. Kyle, how long are you going to be streaming for tonight? Probably like another hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes.
Created a humanoid capable of fighting it and initiated pursuit. That humanoid is Protos Hace, the one you call Sophie. Unfortunately, Protos Hace was unable to destroy Lambda. After much discussion, we surviving Fodrons chose to seal off Affinia in the hopes of containing Lambda there.
What's up? What did I miss? Nothing.
After so many
Soul Eater's anime ending was fine though. It was one of those anime endings that was very serviceable.
Sent her to our world so she could defeat us. Does that mean Lambda?
I don't want to hear your fucking opinion on this one, you fucking purist.
Doesn't make sense.
The fuck? I'm in the fucking tornado?
Made the cocoon, right? Maybe Lambda knows how to disguise itself or something. Maybe it just.
You're the kind of guy who's like, no, anime endings can never be better because it's not the original anime, so I don't want to fucking hear your bullshit.
No, that's not true. Anime endings can be better than the original series.
Name one where you would say
I-
that.
Where the anime ending is better.
Yes.
Can you give me a few
Okay.
series I might have heard of that have done it?
Okay, yeah, so yeah, don't listen to him on his opinion on this one. He doesn't have an opinion. Actually,
No, fuck you. No, fuck you. I do have. No, fuck you. I do have an opinion
Okay,
because.
okay, yes, your
No,
opinion.
no, fuck you. They hired a rush the fight with the Keishin. They also, in the last episode, and also, it's not even the entirety of the last episode, it's literally the last 10 minutes, pull out of their ass that,
These particles, tinier than a grain of sand, come together to
that Marco can just, sprout fucking tons of slice from her body because she's part weapon. It's like, no, fuck that. That's stupid.
other.
that negates the entire point
You see
of
how
having Soul at all. If that's going to be the case, then they should have shown that after the Brew arc and just committed to doing their own anime shit. At least then it wouldn't have felt so half-heartedly like thrown in just because.
It literally doesn't make sense how in a world where weapons and humans can get together that there haven't been a single fucking hybrid.
Your friends must be completely synchronized with
Because you're either one or the other. That's it.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
that's so fucking weird.
Protos haste suffers
Not everything needs to be a fucking hybrid. Sometimes it's one or the other.
shuts down all functionality and begins the process of
Separate but equal, right, Kyle?
This is known as particle preservation.
What?
Distributive preservation, on the
You
other hand,
monster.
allows Protos haste to implant its particles into one or more separate vessels.
So she was inside you guys the whole time.
Have you ever seen Protos haste split into particles like this? Anyone?
That must be what happened 7 years ago.
Self-particle manipulation?
But the unit shouldn't actually engage that procedure. The reason being, distributed preservation makes it much more difficult for the particles to reform.
Gonna get a ton of flack for this one, but I'm with Kyle on that one. I like the Full Metal Alchemist 2013 direction and ending the Shaman King and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX one too.
Entering that state.
Would her particles have any kind of effect on the vessels that they went into?
Yes. In fact, while the particles prepare for reconstruction, they would repair any damaged areas of the
Oh.
vessel.
So Sophie split herself into 3 parts.
So that's how Sharita lost her asthma.
Asbel, Sharia, and Little Bro.
Little bro, doesn't get a name.
That means Sophie didn't die after all. She was just recuperating within us.
All Full Metal Alchemist and GX are their own beasts.
She's been with us this whole time.
I see. Then this would explain why we possess.
Well, Exodus didn't have a bad anime ending.
She has.
Incredible.
So, what would happen
Exodus?
if she underwent distributive preservation again in her current
Blue
condition?
Exodus.
Distributive preservation
Blue
does
Exorcist?
not allow for
Yes.
reconstruction of the self. She would lose all elements of her current identity.
Sophie, you risked your life for us.
Jake, who is a protagonist from the Primal Hunter, has one of the silliest feats I've seen. He basically gets to see what would happen if he took a different path in life. It's supposed to be like a simulation.
I fear further particle breakdown could be disastrous.
However, despite this, both Jake and Sam Jake know by each other and even talk, and by the end of the whole thing, Jake is like, "No, I'm taking Simulated Jake with me to the real world," which worked. That's stupid. I thought Blue Exorcist ended on a cliffhanger. Blue Exorcist is still ongoing, Kyle. I think he means the anime, not the manga. Unless the anime is still ongoing too. Is it one?
No, the anime getting new seasons.
Oh, okay. Then
It's the original anime run because they caught up to the manga and the.
Cornell used those as part of his research.
Blue Exorcist had 2 animes.
Well, was he related to this facility?
So what the start of season 2 did is it did the was it High School DxD season 4 that retconned the ending on season 3
Still alive?
I'm afraid
I believe it
where
did, yeah.
it redid the final fight to make it more accurate to the novel instead of the direction they went.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what they did.
It truly
I
is
see.
a shame that such an accomplished individual such as he would lead such a short-lived life.
Asbel, Sharia, we should move on.
Yes, of course.
I'd be very surprised if she doesn't stay in your party.
This'll be a breeze.
Ah, good adventuring does wonders for a team. Fuck me. The difference is night and day. I've been having bad adventurings apparently.
Prepare yourself! Dance like the damned! Instant balls! Everyone did as well as could be expected.
I think probably one of my favorite things about Tales games is as time goes on with the party, their lines start changing to show their friendly, their like more connection with the party.
They start becoming more friendly.
Yes. Man just brought his digital self in from another world, huh?
So from what we know of Sophie now, I don't think a bad fight for her would be Igus from Persona.
It wouldn't be. Kyle, what happened to your controller?
It died.
Why does it always die during our streams? Do you just not charge it?
No, it's die fast.
Granted, SimJake is stuck in Jake's soul, which might sound like he wouldn't be as useful because Jake can go into his soul, he can train with a version of himself that's better at melee than he is. Nice. For fuck's sake, I'm playing story mode for Bleach Rebirth for over 25 hours. I'm only halfway done. Sparta, stop sucking ass then. Also, Trash Taste had a terrible take on Gundam, claiming it's impossible to get into, even though it is in episode 1 of Gundam 79, the Origin, or any AU are all good starting points. So the problem with Gundam is the same problem that Fate Stay Night has. Technically, they're all their own individually compartmentalized stories. But the problem is that they're all based on the same core ideas found in all of them. So if you don't start from the beginning, you're always going to have a lack of context.
Or it's kind of like you could do the same thing for Digimon series.
Yeah, Digimon's a good example of fucking like technically every Digimon series is its own series, with the exception of a few sequels.
So with an exception of like season 2 and like any sequel series that come after, you know, like any initial new runs, but any continuation, like anything that comes with a new party, you can basically start there. But unless you've seen or been introduced to like the first party or the first showings, it's going to be hard to get the grasp of like what's the gist. Because a lot of those shows will also just assume that this is not your first experience.
Yes, a lot of those shows will have sort of touches to the other shows without directly mentioning it because they're already assuming you're going in with like leeway knowledge. I'm not sucking ass, it's just that long of a story.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is another good example.
Yu-Gi-Oh's a good example, actually, yeah. Hang on. Let's see here. How far would Yuha get in the Dragon Ball Super?
Probably Archmangler.
That'd probably be a Mangler question, but if you believe that fucking, if you believe that Bleach is Uni-plus, and that, like, fucking, Yuha scales to that, then his hacks basically shitstomps most of Bleach's verse.
Dragon Balls.
I know what I said. Because either way, my statement's still true.
But the problem with putting UI in the Dragon Ball is that he could be disgustingly lower in terms of AP. It's not going to matter. Because of what hacks he has, most of those characters aren't going to be able to touch him.
Yes.
And it even shown with like, you can make the argument because it was shown with Zamasu that even Hakai wouldn't even fully work on him.
Yeah. Kyle, who wins? Excalibur from Soul Eater or Gaunter Odim?
You're basically asking me to give you a fight and a scale between two characters who have no fates.
Isn't Gaunter Odim that stupid ass Eldritch God in fucking Witcher?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one who gives you the quest of blood and wine, right?
Wrong DLC, Heart of Stone.
Alright. Fate is not that hard to get into at all. So long as you understand Fate's Day Night or most of the basics of Fate, it's not hard to understand shit like
That's
a proper
that's what that's what we mean. Is that a lot of those type of series want you to have at least had prior exposure to the first wave.
No, it isn't. You could say that for the first 3 Yu-Gi-Oh series, sure, but the rest you can get into just fine. So, you kind of can and you kind of can't. Because Zexo doesn't really explain how the game works either.
Rush, I think, what was it? Rush, Brains,
Brains
and Arc,
literally has a protagonist who fucking cheats.
and Arc, and, yeah, and Arc 5 literally wants you to have seen not just the first series, but all of the series prior before going into Arc 5.
Before someone questions me on why I'm claiming the Brains protagonist cheats, his literal superpower in the game is to create a brand new card that doesn't exist, and he's the only one who has a copy of it. That's his power, to legalize his OC cards.
I pull out my ass, this new card, the greediest part, I can draw a whole new hand.
Bro, honestly, I wouldn't even fucking blink if that shit fucking popped on the screen. Hear me out, Sukuna versus Makuta from Bionicle. Well, I'm not gonna hear you out, because Makuta just beats the shit out of Sukuna with no diff. Easiest diff of Makuta's career.
I think during one of the Sukuna fights that we do, we have to, it's gonna feel shitty, but we have to explain some of it. It's like, Sukuna nor is Jujutsu Kaisen that strong of a person, so there's a good chance that whatever like main villain or person you want us to put him up against would probably just win.
It's his fault for being weak. Also, UC is a very easy to follow timeline if you just want to pay attention to the major shows, and AUs are not connected to UC and are generally easy to grasp the basics of. You're confusing Reigns with Zexal. No, I'm not. The power of the guy from Reigns is to grab the data stream and create a brand new card. Can you only do that with the data stream? Yeah, he's creating brand new fucking cards in the middle of a fucking fight.
And then you have Zexal, where you can argue that, you know, Yuma is literally getting help from Naked Spirit Boy.
Oh please, that's all the Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists have time.
If that's the case, is it possible that you and Pascal
Yes, but their spirits aren't naked.
Anyone can do that in Brains? I'm pretty sure he's the only one who does it.
From what I understand in Brains,
They all have
everyone
special
has,
abilities.
yeah, everyone has their own individual special ability that they can pull out of their arse at any time.
don't borrow money from children?
Or do you need the AI to do it? Because I'm pretty fucking positive that was his special power. In Zexal in defense of Yuma, Vector pretty much cheated on him on every level from side decking to getting in cards of strategy. So that guy, you need the AI. Oh, okay, so the AIs let you do it.
Protos haste down here, if you will.
Am I the one who's just kind of like, I shouldn't be weirded out? Because like we've seen other games, but it's just so weird seeing a girl with a massive fucking rack in this game.
Damage isolated. Initiating particle restoration.
Hold on, you can heal on the particle level? I always find it funny that Reigns is one of the few Yu-Gi-Oh series where the second best duelist ends up losing to the Joey of the group.
40. 70. 90.
Because Revolver is consistently considered to be top dog, but he loses to fucking, I think, fucking Flame Chaser? Alright, I finally maxed out my Herda.
What's wrong? It'll be okay, Sophie. I promise.
The particles that comprise its mind are beginning to flow backward into the repair system.
Sophie!
What?
Holy shit! What the fuck?
What the?
Is that Sophie and Pascal?
What's happening here?
Don't look at me. How should I know?
Some of the particles that flowed into the system have assembled themselves into different form.
Pascal, wait!
If this is a visual
It's not a pleasing representation of a person, is it?
But it is accurate.
Wait, so does this mean that we could actively give her the ability to, like, clone her friends and use them in battle?
No, it's more likely it's an illusion of some kind.
There's more.
If we have to fight them,
Square up.
can we use it then?
I'll fuck myself up in a fight. Is it smart though?
They're harmless. Come and take a look.
It's got the draw.
It actually copies your fucking costume. Let's go. Hang on. Soul Burner? Okay, his name's Soul Burner, thank you. I have not seen new DMC information for the anime, no. UC Major Show, Watch Order, Go 79, Origins, A Duology, Cares, Counterattack, Unicron, Narrative, Hathaway, Victory, Gundam, then Turn A. Because I thought it was set during DMC3, but looks like it might be set after DMC3's events. Yo, what? There's two of them? I thought it was supposed to be a prequel. You guys know the term one-man army? Well,
So that's what she thinks of us.
Minaga from PH is a one-man army as he can make perfect clones who can level up just like the original, meaning they actually get stronger. It's smart though. So Kyle, Bionicle Power Scaling Video when? Zim Sakuna Scaling Video when? I'd probably be more likely to do Bionicle than Kyle.
Now what?
You want to bet it's Richard? It is! I recognize those ears anywhere! God, this is fantastic. I'm having a lot of fun.
You know, for this section, they literally could have done the characters in their normal models. They did not need to go to this extreme of being able to keep all the accessories and the costumes on. That's a nice touch.
True.
Ha!
Alright, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Alright, later, Swim Demon. Do you want me to spoil it for you, Zim, or you want to watch that by yourself? I'll probably watch it myself later. I'll talk about how powerful Sakuna is after I'm done with the versus matchup I'm working on. Because he basically just scales to Gojo and vice versa.
Why is Richard the only one she's attacking? Well, I can't say I blame her. He is the one who stabbed her, after all. Maybe, but still.
Kyle, how powerful Talion when?
Lambda.
Eventually.
This can't be. It's Lambda.
I must destroy him.
Everyone get out! Right now!
Well, so you can fight the illusions.
Sophie, watch out! We will survive!
What the fuck? Alright, fuck it up then.
So does this mean?
Okay, it looks rad. Indeed, it does. Sorry, Newman, I didn't end up playing. I didn't end up playing with you yesterday. I ended up playing Helldivers. I wanted to try it out since I bought it. Pretty solid game, pretty snazzy.
Let's keep moving.
What the hell happened?
So, that was Lambda?
Whoa!
She's got wings?
Oh,
She's awoken.
Asbel? Sophie!
You're awake.
We did it.
You're all here. Sophie, can you see us?
How do you feel? Is everything okay?
How do you feel? Is everything okay? Yes, I think so.
You all
Oh,
saved
Sophie,
me.
I'm so glad you're all right. You all saved me. Thank you.
It seems you have failed to eliminate Lambda, Protos Haze.
The mission I have to complete?
What was it? Why does it hurt to remember?
What was it? Why does it hurt to remember?
Sophie?
How odd. I was sure the particle reconstruction was a complete
What do you bet? That there is still
Light
particle
beam
weapon
instructions
Richard.
appear to be fully restored.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense.
With the information integration. Would you mind returning to the machine we used earlier? I'd like to make
No, it's
some
in the way. Besides, I still gotta publish. I still gotta polish my magic. Still gotta.
Sophie?
Still getting a hand on her animation cancels work. Nice.
Very well. Let's go back.
Alright, my Herda is practically fully maxed out right now. I have the right relic set for her. I have all of it maxed out. The right... Well, I guess I have to do subclasses, but like I'm not doing subclasses because fuck that noise. I have a dog shit light cone for her though, which fucking blows.
What light cone does she need?
Hers. Technically. Either that...
And what if you hers?
What?
And you can't get hers?
No, because you know how characters come out the fucking light cone?
Yeah, but usually, like, sometimes there's a second light cone that does just as well.
So what I could do is I could either try and get Himiko's light cone, or I can use the Eternal Calculus from the events. But that one's currently on another character that I can't take off till after I unlock the white one. So for now, she start with a dog shit light
Please
cone.
look at this.
I remember.
I must
I remember my mission. Lambda. I must destroy Lambda.
What's going on?
What's going on?
What are you talking about?
It seems the procedure was a success.
What are you talking about?
Protos Haste is a weapon created to destroy Lambda. This information, however, had become confused. So I simply reaffirmed what she needed to know.
Destroy him. I will finish this.
Next time, I will destroy him. I will finish this.
Lambda.
The fuck?
Playing with your blocks again, are you? If so, then you should smile like this.
Did he just say Lambda? Wait, is Lambda another Sophie?
A body may influence a soul just as a soul can shape a body.
JJK?
Just look at the child. Every day he becomes more and more human.
Are we fighting?
Do you have any idea at all why
Are we fighting a child?
into raising
Are we trying to kill a child?
Alright, should be standard procedure for you.
Okay, what was that?
I think he said the word lambda.
It's what he called that little kid. Emerald. Is Lambda human?
No, of course not. He is a monster that infects and feeds off other life forms.
Just like a parasite.
So perhaps Richard has been infected.
Does that mean we have to fight Richard in order to defeat Lambda?
No, that can't be. Sophie?
Ashta, or fucking Asma, why are you tripping balls here?
That's as far as it can go.
Is she still sick?
Some minor data confusion remains, but it is nothing to worry about.
I must destroy Lambda. But Lambda is... Asbel, tell me. What is Lambda?
Well, how do I explain this?
Protothase, you exist to destroy Lambda. This is your sole reason for existence. The form Lambda takes makes no difference. This time, you must destroy it no matter what the cost.
Wait, hold on. Sophie doesn't want to fight Lambda because of Richard. I share the same sentiment. We all do. Emerald, there must be something you can do. Wait, we aren't sure that Richard has been taken over completely, which means we can't give up.
Yeah, and it might be possible to communicate with Lambda, too. It's way too soon to give up.
Are you planning to parlay with Lambda?
Not just Lambda, Richard too.
Asbel,
This is a problem that affects all of us, Sophie. We got into this together, and we'll solve it together.
together as one.
The brain cells have... What the fuck? Bro, she just gave me the glow.
Wait, what's happening?
Our power is resonating.
What does that mean?
Your powers come from me. I am their source.
That's how you saved us before, right? By sharing your power.
No, it's you who saved me. You gave me the power to change who I was.
So you saved our lives, and then we managed to save you.
This light connects us together. Wow, okay. Now I'm super jealous.
Indeed.
Pascal, Captain. Don't worry about it. Let's just get back home, smash that cocoon, and find Richard.
I'm afraid that even the power of Protos haste will
Nah, we'll break that cocoon. We've ascended to our true form.
Well, I suppose you could reinforce your ship.
You're gonna crash the ship into the fucking tower of flesh?
We need a specific attachment to break through the cocoon.
No, Zim, we're not crashing into the cocoon. It's going to be a government inside job.
Assuming you can find necessary repairs.
Lambda actually wanted to be defeated, so Lambda blew itself up.
All right then, we have our plan.
We can stop at the Citadel on our way back to tell us as to.
Perfect. Let's go.
She's back.
At long last, the squad has been united once more. Now, with your brain cells combined... Oh yeah, when does the season end? Yeah, the rank season. "21 days, I see." Oh yeah, so solo leveling fucking I guess apparently is making waves off their newest big fight.
Good for them.
Apparently it's another series where a ant or like an actual like ant just shit stomps people.
Let's see.
This won't take long.
I saw the clip and I was there looking at it like, okay, so then I was right. It is just a series about a guy who's way more powerful than his fucking opponents and just shit stomps them. So, Seville lied to me.
Well, that's what I always figured solo leveling was. I always figured it was a series from what I heard where the character is just asinine strong and has like a whole bunch of hacks and shit.
Yeah, no, that's what it fucking was. But then fucking what's his face? Seville was trying to tell me otherwise.
If you feel faint, just have Asbel carry you again, even if he's not very good at it.
Just make sure you don't drop her.
Man, sharing that power must be what makes them so close.
I think there's more to it than that.
I wish I had magical powers. Hey, Sophie, can you make it so the captain and me are all zippy-zappy like you guys?
Don't you already fucking have laser powers?
She literally manipulates the elements and fires lasers. What do you mean you want magical abilities?
For seriously?
She can already grab a ghost and rip it in two. What more magical powers do you want?
Oh, heck yeah.
Bro, if anyone wants more magical powers, it's fucking Hubert. Mr. fucking no hacks over here.
This is why people have been calling it the Chinese Kirito.
Emerald said that
Yep.
Lambda was a being that feeds off other life.
I'm a humanoid that was created to destroy Lambda. That's my purpose.
Please, don't talk like that, Sophie.
But it's true. It's reality. So if this Cornell guy is the one who was responsible for raising Lambda, then who were Sophie's parents?
What are you suggesting?
Emerald said that Cornell was some big-shot humanoid researcher, yeah? So was there someone else capable of making Sophie?
Alright, so you ready for the biggest twist of all, Kyle? You're actually going to find out that Pascal created Sophie in the past because you're going to time travel before the end of the game. Calling it now. time travel arc before the end of the game. You all heard.
What are we in space, Brooklyn? Where's my ship?
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Okay, fight more foes, forge more gear. I've been thinking about Affinia as of late. We have no way of knowing how things are progressing there.
It's pretty stressy, huh?
Can you use Poisson's communication device to contact anyone?
I find it unlikely that a bird could fly all the way to our world.
Well, let's just see. Off you go, birdie.
And?
It came back. I don't think this will work.
Then I guess it's the reinforced shuttle or nothing if we want to return.
That time is already upon us. We should hurry.
Yeah.
You okay?
I like how they just immediately agree back to back. Just like, yep. We're all on the same page.
Like, it is what it is.
Wait, Seville told you that? Bro, if he did that, he read the manhwa, he lied to your face? So Seville was saying that Sunwoo wasn't like those overpowered main characters who easily stomps out his opponents. But then I saw the Ant video.
That's all I know solo leveling for.
But then I saw the Ant video, and the Ant beats the shit out of everyone else except for him, and he casually beats it. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought solo leveling was. Seville was fucking lying to me. I'm gonna have to beat Seville's ass.
Bro, this item has fucking generational fucking pettiness.
A traditional ribbon from eons past, ideal for when you find out he's a total jerk. Damn! Imagine your grandmother just walks up to you. Here, child, this ribbon has existed since time immemorial. Wear it when the guy you like's being a total fucking twat. Bro, it's not only the Ant. He does that every single arc onwards until he decides to reset the universe so everything is fine and well. Until he decides to reset the fucking universe? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, fucking, all I know solo leveling for is having one of the most broken dudes in manhwas.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But Seville kept fucking saying that's not what it was about. So I was like, huh, that sounds kind of bullshit.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
And I was right. So what exactly are his powers? Is it summoning, or is it like he basically has all the powers, but they just say his power is summoning? Yeah, he resets the world, saves everyone that died in the past that was close to him, and then he ends up having a family, settling down, making it the hunter stuff, nothing ever happened. Have all the powers, but his summoning is an afterthought. Wait, he has all the powers, but summoning's just like a side thing for him? So, I think I told you today that Mangler asked me for a list of frauds, and I actually had to sit down, because I'm sure he's looking for real frauds, not like just shit talking, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know that many frauds in fiction, because I know I like talk a lot of shit about Sukuna, but
I
like,
do.
he's not
I know
really
one.
a fraud.
You should have gave him Zap Brannigan.
Well, because he's not a fraud either, because ironically enough, Zap Brannigan actually does good fucking... He succeeds in his fucking missions, Kyle.
Thanks to Kip.
Did he say thanks to Kip?
Fuck yeah.
Did you ever... Do you, I think I talked about the Killbot situation, right?
Maybe?
So the thing that made him an admiral was that he saved the galaxy from a group of robots called Killbots. And the way he saved the galaxy is he found out that the robots could only kill a certain amount of people before they had to stop and shut down. So he kept sending wave after wave of his men until they reached their kill limit. I mean, it worked. Yeah, something as a side thing, his main bread and butter is pure physical expertise combined with his weapon skills. The rest of his arsenal is casual shit he pulls up just to humiliate his enemies. The fuck?
Yeah, so it's your typical power fantasy.
Yeah, I think he also has, like, a harem, I think? Or is that just a meme people have brought up around him?
Oh, like one of those memes where there's a lot of characters that like him, but he doesn't acknowledge that.
Probably. Okay, so unfortunately, regarding the versus match I'm working on, I do have most of the research done, but I am going to wait till next month to release it because I was talking to Mangler the other day, and the official release for the end of the Kaio fight is at the end of the fucking month. So I'm what the fuck? Did that fucking dinosaur just kick that kid across?
Fuck yeah.
He does not have a harem, but he does have love interests. Your child dead? He really doesn't have a harem? That's kind of weird. Am I not one who finds it a little weird when the power fantasies don't fucking commit to the harem route? Like, some of them make sense, sure. Because, like, Sword Art Online, basically, Kirito and Asuna were just, like, paired up right away. But I don't think a lot of power fantasies have that situation, and yet they still don't go for the harem route, which is just weird.
It's been out of service for hundreds of years.
I know, the God of High School, the main character basically doesn't have a love interest until, like, the very end of the series.
Okay, let's get going.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he also doesn't have a harem either.
No, he does not.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's so weird. Like, because why do we set guys keep having harems, but fucking, like, power fantasies don't? It's just weird. It's not a bad thing. He settles up for one chick who he dates multiple times. By the end, he decides to settle with her. Zam, I don't want to be that guy, but the harem route is kind of cringe. Yeah, you can say it's cringe, but most power fantasies are kind of fucking cringe.
It moved.
That's a relief. It seems the system is still operational.
So I'll just put it this way:
Base personnel fled at the end of battle.
things that have harems in them are only cringe
Designed to stop
because
monsters
it's a really overdone cliche trope.
Get inside?
It is
That is
complicated,
true.
but we should not have problems if we deactivate.
It's kind of like how isekais were first a fresh idea, and then when
And
everyone
then-
made isekais, they became fucking cringe and fucking like it just dead. Cause like there
Yeah,
are,
they became super annoying.
yeah, cause like there are allegedly good isekais. Like a lot of people praise over
Yeah, there are.
as
I've
a good
seen them.
isekai, and I'm just like I don't want to watch it because I'm so done with isekais.
I know that there are good ones. I've seen them. Like in the same vein, like I've seen fucking The Matrix, and for as much as people don't want to think about it, The Matrix would also fall under an isekai.
The only isekais I genuinely find enjoyable are just comedies, but not all isekais are comedies. There are quite a few of them that try to be very serious about it. And I think that's where I'm just like, I've seen too much of this to like worry about this.
She sensed danger and fled.
Well, here's the thing: you have three different kinds. You either have the ones that take themselves way too seriously, the ones that try and be nothing but a gigantic joke, and the ones that are just pure fan service harem. They don't try and like nuance themselves and try and have a balance of like the three.
I still find it trippy when the isekai is like an old dude who gets reincarnated into a super young body instead of just like an adult. And yeah, I'm talking about that one popular one recently. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Just weird. Hey guys, I'm watching this anime about a 40-year-old or like a 60-year-old dude who reincarnated into a teenager and is trying to bang a teenager. Wait, hold on a minute. Fuck what I was saying. Did that motherfucker throw his blade, jump on his spinning blade, and ride it to hit his opponent?
Fuck yeah.
What the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
It's sick.
Bro, if my opponent did that to me, I'm leaving. I'm done.
It's just like he's got all the aura.
It's like, fuck that. This man's aura farming in the middle of a fight.
Look at him. Look how he stands. Of course he can.
But yeah. Nah, I try not to consider things cringe. I try to give everything like a fair shakedown. But things can be done very poorly.
So I'll say this, like, I've seen a lot of series do stuff where it's people will consider it cringe now, but it wasn't back then. Like, for as much shit as people will give stuff like Naruto and how he talks to characters, during that time, like, that's actually seen as like not super bad. Because it's a meme, because he doesn't do it to every character.
Yeah. My main problem with harem shows / series that they don't commit to it. Yeah, there are tons of harem animes that don't commit to the harem route. Which is kind of also weird, because they sell you on the idea of it being a harem, but they end up with one person at the end. Nah, bro, who talks about harems? People should learn a thing or two from King Arthur, who banged his stepsister for then send his son to a burning boat to a river, hoping it will die only for him to survive. The fuck, New Hit, are you talking about? Also, if we're talking about medieval King Arthur, that probably wasn't his stepsister. I hate to break this to people, but like, I think the idea of incest being super wrong is like 500 years old for the most part. It was pretty prevalent for a lot of like medieval What the fuck are you? What the fuck is this guy's fucking abilities?
Stands in my way.
Let's read them.
Bro, this man over here is fucking the master of fucking blades. What is this?
I'm sorry, what?
This man has sampled Sakura. Alright, Bleach, move over.
No, it gets better.
This man creates a. What the fuck is this? What superpowers do you need?
What is this?
Bruh. I don't want to hear these fuckers talk about, oh, I want powers. I don't have powers. Shut the fuck up. Oh, that's funny. Spirit Blade Arrays? This motherfucker's creating after images of his own fucking sword? Okay. Bruh. King Arthur legend, basically, Mordred, the guy who ends up killing him, is the one the king sent a burning bow along with many other babies, only for it to be the only one survivor. He never acknowledged him, so you can figure out how Mordred was very pissed. Bro, is this Fate lore, or is this the actual King Arthur lore? Malik needs to chill the fuck out. This man's got too many powers. Nah, fuck, that's bullshit.
What, and the sword that attacks the mind isn't bullshit?
No. Actually, King Arthur lore, because he feared the prediction that told him he was going to be taken down by his own son. Oh, so is this like, is this like an Oedipus story? Is King Arthur a retelling of Oedipus then? For those of you who don't know, Oedipus is a Greek tragic hero who his dad tosses him out to die because a soothsayer tells him his son's gonna kill him and bang his wife. The story.
So I think the way the story went was he had one of the servants get rid of the child, but instead of killing the child, the servant took him outside of the city
Yes.
and gave him to a peasant family.
Yes.
He grew up, led a revolution, killed the king, married his wife, only to later find out that was his mother.
Yes. I feel like, so it's one of those funny stories where it's like, if the king had just probably raised his own kid, it probably would have been fine.
Well, that's it. Like, I think the entire point of the story is to have avoided the situation. All you had to do was just, be chill and look after him.
Yes, because I don't think you're directly. Oh, okay, yeah, you gotta go back down and push it out a little bit, I think. Yeah, because it's like Kung Fu Panda, or as like Oogway says, one often meets their destiny on the road to avoid it. Huh? The fuck? Kyle, you missed the part where Oedipus faced the giant Sphinx before facing his father. Bro, is King Arthur just fan fiction of Oedipus, but at the end, Arthur doesn't fucking gouge his eyes out and kill himself? Yes, fun fact, that is what happens to Oedipus at the end of the story. Once Oedipus finds out that he banged his mom, he gouges his own eyes out and tosses himself off the fucking highest roof of a tower. That's what makes it super fucking ironic that the phrase Oedipus complex is used for attraction to one's mother when Oedipus did not have an attraction to his mother. Something funny, Kyle?
Oh, just the amount of light speed we're getting.
Bro, photon fused daggers. That's weird. The legend I got was his wife and his son died, and he lived the rest of his life without his eyes, paying for his cardinal sins. No, I'm fairly positive Oedipus kills himself.
No, he dies. I'm getting roasted by the game.
If the party knew you already played 30 hours, they might...
Is that the nicest way a game basically says get a life?
Oh, okay, so we're both right here. So, I was wrong about how he died, but he does die at the end of the story. So, apparently, his mom hangs herself. And also keep in mind that the stepsister of Arthur betrayed him to go live in the country he was at war with. So you can imagine this how Arthur was getting cucked by Lancelot on his back, nailing his queen. Yeah, King Arthur really gets fucked over in his actual own story a lot. Because Lancelot fucks his wife. And apparently his dick game was so weak he couldn't keep his stepsister around. Kind of crazy. But, so apparently Oedipus' mom hangs herself. And Oedipus blinds himself and goes into exile.
The wall on the other staircase moved.
If you understood that much, we shouldn't have any problems. Let's hurry.
Damn, she's shaming you. However, it does say that he does depart. He does live in exile in a village where he spends the rest of the days protecting that village, but he does die at the end of a mysterious death. Again, super ironic that the Oedipus complex is what it's named. Aviator, you fucking lied to me. The main character of Solo Leveling is literally just an aura farming Kirito.
Not like that.
This?
No, never mind.
I like that one. Not sure why he blinds himself, but I mean, you do you, I guess. Never call Sung Jun Woo Kirito ever again. Bro, that's what he is, bro. Okay, that's getting weirder because from the tale what we were told over here, Oedipus' mother discovered the truth at the same time his newborn fell ill and died, so she died of sadness. So,
I guess it makes sense that it was used.
This is where it gets kind of funny.
And to think that you
The Greek stories have been around so long that a lot of people have different interpretations of the story, but you can buy the original translated text of the myths to see what it actually is.
Sometimes you'll find that they'll change the stories to make them lighter or not anywhere near as fucking sad. They'll still keep some of the key points in there. They'll just change certain stuff to try and make it not as sad. Because the Greeks love tragic tales. Like, I think they have very little stories where the hero actually either lives or survives it at the end, or has like a good fate. Because a lot of Greek heroes die in the end.
No, because that's just the way it works. Is that like they're tragic characters? You know, that's the idea behind them. But yeah, so they all fucking die. So apparently there's a deleted scene in Harry Potter, because I'm looking at some YouTube shorts right now, where, so you know in the fourth movie how they have the ball? Actually, did you ever watch Harry Potter?
During which?
Okay, so in the fourth movie of Harry Potter, they have a dance for the schools. And apparently, there's a deleted scene of Professor Snape going around like the fucking carriages that are fucking all parked and basically cock blocking kids on the fucking prom night, where he opens the window and tells them to get the fuck out. Apparently he tells them that he takes off 10 points for each fucking house he finds doing that shit.
That's fucking hilarious. Why was that not kept in?
Probably because it fucking killed the tone of the movie a little bit, but that'd be fucking amazing.
That's so funny.
That sounds amazing. Snape, when a teenage pregnancy is about to happen, not on my watch. Cause like he actually just fucking runs over.
No, Mr. Weasley. Taking care of a child is expensive.
Oh, that's fucking great.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You won't catch that shit in Slytherin.
Fight more foes, forge more gear.
Because he has black hair. Like, I watched SAO for 3 episodes and dropped it. I never saw similarities at all. Overpowered main character, literally both wearing black and black fucking coats. Also, both weapon users apparently. I'm being a bit of a sarcastic here, but like, no, he's very similar to the Kirito archetype. Only taking a little bit of the piss. Little bit. Oh, fuck though. Also, I thought you told me he wasn't just some generic overpowered protagonist, bro. You fucking lied to me. All that guy fucking is generic overpowered protagonist. I saw the Ant King.
Fight more foes, forge more gear.
Also, to be as clear as possible, I do think that, like, for all the shit I give One Punch Man, because I don't really like One Punch Man, but I will say I appreciate that One Punch Man's side characters are actually able to fight people. Those S-rank fucking hunters got fucking stomped the fuck out by a black ant.
Whoa! Immeasurable Sophie?
second time this has happened? Hold on!
Immeasurable?
Hold on!
What?
Didn't this happen in another Tales game?
I don't know.
I could have sworn there was another Tales game where another character in the party comes back through time and is like, hey, stop fucking sending them.
Does this mean that we can argue immeasurable Sophie?
Technically they would have to keep up, so it's immeasurable Tales here.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Gross. No,
What?
I know I've seen this before. Was it in the same game? How many streams do we have of this game so far?
A few.
We have 8. That's like 16 hours of footage. Bare min.
This won't take long.
You never saw his Ash vs. Igris? Bro! So he has one hard fight and that's it? Zim, this is the part where Sybil tells you where the protagonist gets clapped. What he doesn't tell you is that he comes back stronger and claps the boss, then gets stomped again, then he claps again. Okay, so is he one of those revolving door protagonists where he's super overpowered, but he just randomly fights someone who's just vastly stronger? Rants and repeat for 5 seasons? Hold on, Ewan, was that a fucking rape pun?
Well done.
Don't fucking congratulate him on a fucking rants pun? He didn't come back stronger though? So then how did he win, Seville? Unintended, but you get the point. He just walks in circles till show's over. He literally survived through sheer luck. So what's the deal with this black ant, Seville? Why didn't this black ant put up a good fight?
It has been a How nostalgic. It has been a while since I have seen an Amarcian key.
It was used in the doors of a Martian design structure.
Long ago, it
So,
was used
can it
in
open
the
any
doors
doors
of
around
Amarcian
here?
design
No, I highly
structures.
doubt it would have.
So, can it open any
Such as
doors
this.
around here?
No,
There was
I
a time
highly
when
doubt
that
it would have
style
been
of
used
door
in a
was constructed
fortification
abundant.
such as this.
But it had
There
grown
was a time
obsolete
where
by
that
the
style of
time
door
it
was.
But he gets it better than the side characters. The side characters get the boot.
Obsolete by the time I had entered
Yeah, I
into
saw
it.
these S-rank fucking hunters get stomped on.
Guess it's
was
useless.
still
No need
So
to look
let me see if I can predict how solo leveling works.
such a lock on
A bunch of people are introduced per arc or per season,
Winner right here.
said to be X strong, have a few good showings, then the big bad of that arc comes around, beats the dog shit out of them, and then he comes up and casually walks over the boss who walked over the people who were super strong. How close am I?
Well, that's what happened this time, but Seville's claiming that's not always the case. Neither is New Hin. It sounds like that's what he does. Because, he certainly did not help these S-rank hunters at all. Fucking aura farmers, bro. Close. Only the protagonist gets clapped first, and then when the side character is about to get destroyed, then the protagonist comes in and is like, arise. Rants and repeat until the show is over. Okay, so why does it? How does he?
Yeah, that's you know what I call that? ABC power fantasy.
How does anyone even stomp this guy out? Are they just arbitrarily stronger than him? Or is there like a power or something that the antagonists have that fucks with him a little bit?
I will show you what I can do.
Because he's not a main villain, the Ant King was a side villain. That was just a hype season fight. And wait, fuck y'all, that shit was peak. Wait, this Ant villain's not a main villain? Then why the fuck is he so popular? Is it just because of the animation of the fight?
Zim. We live in a world where Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer are fucking super popular. What do you think?
You know what? That's fair, Kyle. I should have known better. Arbitrarily stronger to a point no secondary character keeps up to him by the end of the show. Only the villains. Because the fight itself was cool as shit. Okay, so it's just the fight? Alright. Wait, so where do these villains keep coming from? Do they just randomly pop up? Nowhere? So they're not built up or have no backstory for the most part? I'm not really the biggest fan of villain of the week stories. Also, you know, I was told that this guy had drip, and I know I'm not one to talk, but like, I kind of expected something a little more than just a white shirt with a black fucking cardigan. Like, he's not even wearing any fucking Yeezys.
That a shoe?
Yeah, it's a shoe. I'm actually surprised you could guess that.
Well, it sounds black, so I assumed it was a shoe. It was either that or a hat.
Because, like, you can have antagonists showing up, but if it's just out of nowhere, this random antagonist shows up that we never knew about before. Because I guess this Black Ant's new. I guess no one knew about him, and he just fucking randomly just kills the heroes. Oh, and I also like that during the fight, he's getting stronger. It's like, okay, bro. Okay, so we're giving him same physiology too? Understood. Also, because I wasted my time reading it back in 2018. From what I remember, what made solo leveling really good back in the day. I mean, if you like solo leveling, that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to like talk shit about your fucking verse or anything or your favorite like show. But I remember the artwork. A lot of people praised the artwork for solo leveling when it first came out. I think that's what I remember hearing about the most from the manga or the manhwa side of things. Also, for a summoner, he doesn't summon all that often. At least, you know what? Let me watch a different fight. Jinwoo versus Kargalagagon. Alright, looks like some sort of demon guy. Alright. Ah, there's a summon. There we go.
I'm sorry.
What?
Got a second, Hubert? Will you spar with me? Here? Now? Where is this coming from? When the shuttle repairs are complete and we return to Affinia, I may have to fight Richard again.
The man was quite a skilled swordsman, as I recall. You're right to be worried.
I want to save him without inflicting more damage than necessary. And to pull that off, I need far greater skills than I have now.
Very well, then. I should call Sophie over to participate as well.
No, it's okay. I don't want her involved in this. Sophie's become oddly stubborn about the whole Lambda thing. She thinks it's her responsibility to face him alone. I need to prove to her that I can protect her.
If anyone can do so.
So I take it we're not throwing hands then.
Damn, what a pussy. Okay, so Seville, can you explain to me what the fuck his summons are?
This room should have what we're looking for.
Like, is he a necromancer or is he just summoning random spirits?
Look out! Huh? What's with the glowing block? It seems to be reacting to Sophie's power.
Here they come.
I'm trembling. Why, Hetty? No, Hetty!
Ready to be ensnared?
Dan called out all questions. I'm trying to explain where the monsters come from. Alright, fine. Just do it in order of operations then. Okay, so let me get this straight. This man's an aura farmer wearing those basic ass fucking clothing. Kyle, are you ever gonna play Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Probably not.
Fight more foes, forge more gear.
That's the best part, Zim. He doesn't change his fit after his glow up, so get used to it. I think he gets some visual effects, but that's it.
We'd better find the shuttle reinforcement and get out of here.
May I ask what the significance of this attachment is?
It's made from a metal called Daris ore, which possesses lambda-resistant properties. Daris ore reacts to and absorbs the eleth that powers the abilities of Protos Haze. I'm a little worried. I thought we'd find it here, but I'm not seeing anything. We may have no choice but to build it ourselves.
That sounds complicated.
Okay, so if the angle of entry is here, and the velocity is here, then the density will have to be...
Another attack?
Woohoo!
I just got the perfect way to summarize soul level and hold up. Alright, so, alright, Sparta.
Pascal?
I will say the animation is good, though. Nice and fluid.
Hey, look at him go!
You know what? I think Demon Slayer was the first anime that really kind of pushed the fluidity of
There's
fights.
so much noise.
And particle effects.
Yeah, I think Demon Slayer ended up doing a lot of benefits for animation.
Super cool.
But a lot of harm in terms of how people
Treat
take in a
animators.
story.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
See, I saw
Well, no,
you
because
walking
let's
out
put it this
alone
way.
in response to Sophie's
If you
power.
ask people who really love these really flashy, really pretty series, what about the actual story keeps them around, they kind of just scratch their fucking head and then they just point to the fights and it's just like, oh, okay, so you just like pretty effects scope the. Then just say that it's fine to be shallow. Just say that your opinion is shallow.
What is this for?
I made him from the leftover Daris ore. One for you and one for me.
I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
So if we wear these, we should be able to use the same power as everyone else.
Okay,
Totally warm and tingly.
I'm gonna be honest. The guy who can fly on his own fucking daggers does not need a power up.
So, you kind of ADHD real brain literally just think, fuck yeah, that material shines like her. Let's make some rings out of it so we can glow too.
Stronger.
Yeah, so when I heard the
You ADHD real FOMO.
I thought it might work for us too.
Bruh.
Now Captain Malik and I will be more help than ever.
We should be able to tackle those new monsters along with the rest of you.
Now we just have to snap the Darris bit onto the shuttle and we're good to go.
Pascal, I want to be as close to Sophie as possible.
I don't know.
Licks her hand with the new bracelet.
One person.
As close as possible.
If it's still being repaired, we might be able to lend a hand. Right. Back to the city then.
No. They literally emphasize as close as possible, and she does the Butcherati lick. There's a whole lot of fucking titles.
Your party is a party of many titles.
Oh, good.
What the fuck? The power of light. Okay. What does Pascal get?
Hold on.
The series has sick design for his dungeon monsters. Time to bad new hint. Very bad new hint. Delete that comment so there's no evidence. Very bad new hint.
Oh, nice.
So he's faster than everybody, stronger than everybody, has basically all the powers and hexes he could want. You know, I'm very curious how the author keeps the fights interesting.
Hubert, if you're going to fucking get something good, you better get something good now.
Although if you think about it, it's carbon copy of Underworld's army from Adventure Quest World. For the necromancy. Necromancy is a cool power, to be fair. I see we're going with a soft magic system. I personally like soft magic systems. I don't think magic systems need to be all that explained if your series isn't focused on magic.
Hold on. Would you mind that Lambda
Hold on a moment. Would you mind if I asked you something about Affinia? We thought that Lambda had laid waste to Affinia, just as he did our world. But it appears that is not the case.
No, Affinia is... well, it's home to vibrant people and plentiful natural resources.
Is she coming with you?
Clean air, fresh water. It's pretty much perfect.
I see. So Affinia continues to possess what Fodra has lost. Unfortunately, the future is uncertain as long as Lambda exists.
Lambda has already absorbed the Elith from our Valkanus Creus. And he's also formed a cocoon at the entrance to our planet's core.
I think Lambda plans to merge with the Lestalia and become Affinia's new core. The cocoon is the final step in this process. It is a place for him to rest and gather strength. When he is ready, he will undergo a complete rebirth and fuse with the Lestalia.
Rebirth?
Lambda cannot fuse with the Lestalia unless his host body is converted.
What happens if he fuses with Affinia's core?
He will become a new being of incredible power, inhabiting Affinia as his host. In essence, Affinia will become Lambda.
But then, what happens to all the people of Affinia?
With Lambda absorbing all the Elith, the environment will no longer be able to sustain life.
Our world will die, just as yours did.
Then we have to get back as soon as possible.
Indeed. Even as we speak, Lambda is doubtless in the final stages of his rebirth. Let us return to the launch bay and see about getting the Darius
Sophie,
bit
do
attached.
you know where we are? No, I don't have any memories of this place. This is not
Sophie, do you know where we are? No, I don't have any memories of this place.
This is not something Protoss Haste would be familiar with. After you set off,
I am gonna be surprised if she doesn't go with
Citadel
you.
was converted into a facility for the research of new weaponry that could be used against Lambda's monster spawn.
I bet you have all sorts of weapons we've never seen before. Reassart tank? Nah, that's nothing. Oh, maybe some indiscriminate planetary smackdown munitions? That sounds great.
No, I'm afraid we do not use such antiquated weaponry.
Antiquated?
You should have noticed by now. The humanoids are our most...
So that means planet-destroying weapons are antiquated?
Protoss Haste. I challenge everyone to ask themselves, what war machine could possibly compete with a humanoid that can act
So how do you want to take that?
and adapt to any circumstance? The answer is obvious.
That's technically valid. You think she created Sophie?
I don't know.
She knows a lot about Sophie's designs and how to repair her. Several, if you're still typing, we'll probably have to discuss this on a Marvel Rivals session with Newhin later on. You can finish typing what you're typing, but I feel like it's going to be a little too slow.
What? Defending solo leveling?
Yeah. Not tonight, obviously. Probably like tomorrow or Monday. This man summoned black bears. I can't explain the lore in YouTube chat, by the way, so yeah, this will have to be a discussion for Marvel Rivals night, probably. Can that be tomorrow?
Lambda's powers are evolving at an accelerated rate. His Nova monsters may have already begun wreaking havoc on Affinia. We must proceed with all haste.
Pardon me, Emerald, but what exactly defines a Nova monster?
Ferocious abominations created by Lambda, the ones responsible for laying waste.
Oh,
to this
apparently he's
world.
claiming this Barca guy's stronger than him.
Are especially powerful.
Let's
Those
see.
must be
Yes. The monsters that attacked us at Lant. And at those ruins in the snow.
They came from the cocoon, which means there can be no doubt that King Richard has been infected by Lambda.
I got shit to do, Seville. I don't got time to watch an anime with 24 fucking episodes long. You think I pay for Crunchyroll Premium?
You think I pay for anime? Being somebody who pays for a subscription to watch anime. Yuck.
Bruh.
Should be free.
So this boss is stronger than him, and yet he's still basically outperforming the boss.
So, when Pascal was talking in her sleep about someone...
Mangler read the whole thing in 3 days and said he loved it. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I'm gonna listen. Mangler's my boy, but Mangler's tastes are strange.
There are things you can recommend to him that you would think would be a sure thing he would love, and then he'll turn around and say that was boring or I didn't like it. And then there are things where it's just like there is no fucking way he would love this, and he'll come like he'll be like, this was amazing. Thank you for the recommendation.
He's a hard guy to get a grasp on when it comes to what he likes and doesn't like.
But I can't guarantee...
So when I say that if I like something, there is a good chance that Zim would like it. That's because I've known Zim for like nearly 10 years, and we've pretty much got like the same taste in shit. So if he likes something, there is a good chance that I'll like it. If I like something, there's a good chance he'll like it.
Yeah. And look, I'm sure Solo Leveling's a fine series. I'm sure it's not like total fucking dog shit. Like, there's no way it could be and still get like this. Well, okay. There's kind of a chance it could be dog shit and still get a good following, but I'm gonna assume it's not JJK. Because to be clear, I think Demon Slayer is fine. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's fine. I think it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's exactly what I call it. It's mid.
Yeah.
It's not a series that I would recommend to people, but I've seen way worse.
Bro, if we're talking majority of the anime is rated like 8.87 at MAL, only 3.6 rated, but only 3.6% rated under 7. Okay, to be fair, people are easily impressed when it comes to like.
No. Let's put it this way. There is a difference between people liking something for a story and then people being like, "Wow, this is awesome! Look at how it looks." Because people nowadays are easily impressed and easily swayed. Here's the thing, I could give you something that's absolutely dog shit in terms of story, but if it's beautiful to look at and it has good choreography, people will eat that shit up.
Sophie?
JJK is good up until the final arcs. No, it's not. It is fucking rushed.
What is it?
Nothing has any time to fucking breathe, and the only arc that has time to breathe is the longest arc in the whole fucking series at like 80 to 100 chapters.
I know I keep nagging, but you have to be careful.
And it's the wrong arc to let breathe.
I was just remembering everything we've been through.
Okay, I read the manga, Aviator, so we might have different opinions on this one. Okay, no, I think I'm starting to see the problem with this whole enemies are stronger than him bullshit.
Yeah, we sure have.
What?
So the enemy he's fighting in this clip is stronger than
Are
him,
you sure everything's okay?
but he's basically toying with him the whole time,
Set here.
and his enemy is getting fucked up way more than he is. I don't even think he's gotten hit once.
Oh, so it doesn't feel believable.
It does not feel believable when he says that the other guy's stronger than him.
Yeah, I don't like that shit where it's just like, oh, this was such a hard fight, but it's like, yeah, but you don't look winded and he looks fucked.
Whenever you like.
And even better, we don't need that stupid launch ramp. We can just take off and set her down wherever there's enough space.
I'm watching.
Yes, you can join the team.
Jinwoo versus
Actually,
Barca.
I'd like to make a request. As a Fodran survivor, it is my duty to
Is she
ensure
joining the
Sam
party?
is brought to justice for his deeds. With that in mind, would you allow me to accompany you to Aphinia? I will do whatever I can to assist you on your journey. I am sure my skills and knowledge will prove useful to you. Please, I beg of you.
Of course.
Yes, of course. We'd be thrilled to have you. Your knowledge of this situation is bound to come in handy.
Please keep an eye
You
on
are too
Dog, yeah, he's stronger only one, but Barca's getting jumped 1v3 during the fight. I don't think it's fair to compare. Bro,
Please keep an eye on this.
he never gets hit once!
No matter what happens, we have to
So,
get Lambda.
to set up a trope of having somebody be stronger than the character and make it feel
Richard,
believable,
we used to
you
live
need the
in
character who's making the claim that they're losing to actually be taking, like, significant damage. And not just, like, slightly more than the person he's fighting, but, like, a little bit more.
or
Okay,
act in
so
their own free will.
in the 1v1 fight,
And if so,
Sung or fucking Jinwoo doesn't get blitzed. He can block all the guy's attacks casually, it looks like. And the only reason I would believe this guy's stronger is because Jinwoo says he
I
is.
believe that he can be saved.
He doesn't even dominate the fucking close quarters fight.
All right, let's get out of here. It's time to go home. to Affinia.
See, what would have worked here is if Jin Woo got stabbed, like, okay, hang on, Jin Woo got kicked once. No damage was seen whatsoever. His drip is still fine. Okay, so Jin Woo got kicked once. My bad, Seville. My bad. Jin Woo did get hit. My bad. He got kicked once and it left no lasting damage on him. My bad. Alright. You sent me Extreme Diff Fight? Alright, let's see this. What is this? Seville, are there subtitles on this bitch or not? Okay, so this is his first guy. Okay, so this is the first guy he fought. Seville, I need subtitles. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna have to look this up elsewhere. Alright, so let's look this up. Okay, so is this season 2? Wait, I thought you said this was, oh, wait, it's 2 12-episode seasons? Okay. Jin Woo versus Igris. Alright, let's see this. Alright, 3-minute long fight. 3 minute.
Not the smoothest landing in the world, but at least we're here.
Hey, I'm just glad my Dara spit worked.
So this is the inside of Lambda's cocoon.
The inside actually looks kind of nice.
What is it, Sophie?
I can sense him far below us.
Shall we move onward?
Hold on, I want to check something real quick.
Just wanted to make sure in case old dad.
Whew. Okay, the shuttle still works.
I'm looking at Sungju Woo versus Igris full fight.
This cocoon
3 minutes long.
with a place to reconstruct his body.
Seville, this isn't Jin Woo.
Outside
That ain't Jin Woo's drip.
We are sure
Come on
to
now.
encounter many dangerous
Come on, bro, are we really talking pre-drip? Are you using a pre-drip argument? What is this? Oh, the guy's way stronger than him, and he can still block his attack with no damage on him. Okay, so this guy's just not allowed to get hurt. I see how it is.
Let's get going.
Oh, is it one of those protagonists?
Hang on. He just got kicked. Hang on. Maybe he's about to get fucked up right now. Hang on. Bro, he's not even shaking. Okay, he's getting fucked up. He's getting fucked up a bit. All right. He's getting tossed around. No visible. Okay, so he gets speed blitzed across the room. Jin Woo can't react to him at all. He gets hit directly in his stomach, flung across the room, and by the time the knight reaches him again to hit him, he's able to block his attacks with no damage. There's not a single drop of blood on this man. This has got to be round 2, right? This is round 2? Seville, this guy coughs up blood at some point, right?
Lambda nearby?
Yes, it feels like
Proto's haze
Come
is capable of
on,
receiving
some blood on
electrical
him.
signals that emanate from Lambda.
He loses some kind of blood, doesn't he?
This function stays
So he's getting fucking ragdolled across the room, and he hasn't lost a single bit of blood. The most damage on his body is that his jacket's gone scuffed.
is not capable of isolating Lambda's.
He is losing the fight though. Oh, well, hold on. Never mind. He's already winning. Never mind.
But not to isolate the.
Come on, cough up some blood, something.
Possible for her to act.
Nah, he's aura farming too hard. Even when he's losing, he can't afford to lose aura. Jin Woo versus Goku? I think Jin Woo might have something here.
I don't anticipate.
What? No! So this guy's not only stomping his ass throughout the whole fight, but Jin Woo just immediately puts him a force field and blocks the swing of a guy who's blitzing him? Well, that makes no fucking sense! Did he just win the fight? Did he literally just win the fight after losing that fucking hard? Oh my goodness, I think he did just win. What the no, no. What was that?
This'll be a breeze.
Okay, hang on, Sam. Well, let me watch your version of the fight because it looks like yours has more like footage. Hang on. Can we switch the subtitles to English, please? Ah, fuck it, whatever. We'll just look at the animation. Alright, double speed, let's go.
I hope I was of some use.
I will say the monster designs are pretty solid for this series. I will say that. I'll give credit where credit's due. The author clearly liked the fantasy genre a lot. This Red Knight here is looking pretty snazzy. I don't say everything looks snazzy. Snazzy is reserved, but that red armor, I gotta admit that the knight's got some drip on him. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't believe for a second this is a high diff fight though. So the problem with man, there's a lot of creatures on the fucking game right now. Again, the monster designs are pretty snazzy. The Necromancer army looks straight up like Phantom Knights from Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, they straight up look like Phantom Knights for real, dude. Which is fine. I think it's a good design. I think the problem is that I'm being told by the protagonist and the narrator that this is a hard fight. But all I'm seeing is the guy taking no damage and winning the fight after being ragdolled. Oh, whoa, hold on. Damage? Hold on. Okay, I take it back, Kyle. I take it back. In the 6 minutes Seville showed, in the 6-minute version Seville showed me, his arms are bruised after taking like a fucking 100 hits from the guy stomping his ass out. His arms are bruised a little bit. He's got a little blood. He's not bleeding, but his arms are red. Okay, that's the most damage I've seen on this guy.
Are they red or is it dirt?
No, they're red. They're red. That has to be red.
Just look at the abundance of life.
It might be dirt. A lot of it might be dirt, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Wildest dreams. If I could somehow manipulate all of this creative energy, I might be able to restore life to Fodra. In that case, it seems that Lambda's preparations are nearly complete.
Then we must hurry.
Okay, Seville, bro, come on, man. The most damage on this guy's body are his fucking arms, bro. Come on. He's not even bleeding, bro. This is the full fight. You gotta understand how this looks.
Thanks. I'll use them to protect us.
Oh, hold on. I take it back. Holy shit. Hang on, I'm gonna go back to normal speed.
Hubert, may I have a word?
Holy shit, Kyle!
Imagination may-
There's a small drip of blood coming out of his mouth after getting ragdolled and punched the fuck out for 10 minutes straight, basically.
Our friend. But it may be difficult when we're constantly fending off.
Holy shit! There's actual fucking marks on his face.
Here on the spot.
Incredible! He's got blood. He's got the tiniest amount of blood coming out of his mouth. Holy shit! All right, Seville. Maybe I was wrong.
They're focused on rescuing King Richard right now.
Seville, please, for the love, just answer this. This isn't his highest diff fight, is it? Oh, and they did saved the blood for the fight. The animator stopped putting the blood on there. No, now he looks perfectly healed. He got violated during that fight? Okay, look, Seville, you are absolute. Look, I'm gonna tell you the honest facts here. He's getting stomped the fuck out. He's being fucking slammed all over the place, being tossed across the room. He's being ragdolled. But the problem is he's not showing the damage on his body. Every time this knight throws him across the room or tosses him aside like he's yesterday's news, it doesn't feel impactful because he has no fucking damage on him. Oh, right here, perfect example. He looks scared. The knight slices apart the entire wall behind him. He's clearly terrified. And he casually blocks the next sword swing with one hand. Bro, come on, like, you gotta see the discrepancy here.
The problem is when you have a character that says that something is hard but doesn't show it because they're just no-selling everything, it's hard to believe that they're telling the truth.
The problem is that for most of this fight, Sungwoo looks like Saitama fighting fucking Boros. You know how Boros was smacking him the fuck around?
Oh, yeah.
That's what this fight looks like. There is more damage on this guy than Saitama, but that's what it feels like looking at it. Also, can I just say, the animators aren't slick. I saw that six-pack fucking snipe showing like a panty shot. I saw that. They ain't slick. I noticed it. Look, all I'm saying, Seville, is that if this is the highest diff fight you have to show right now, it doesn't feel very high diff. Like, to give an example, Fist of the North Star has protagonists that fucking are bullshit. And like all of their fights, even the ones that are easier, Kenshiro walks away with more damage than this guy does. Bro, Jaggy did more damage to Kenshiro in their fight than this guy did to Sungwoo. I'm just saying, bro, like, it's just not feeling like a high diff fight. That's what I'm saying.
The Colonel at least managed to drop Bod.
Bro, the Colonel! Also, why is this knight dropping his weapons for a hand-to-hand fight? What? No one who saw the fight thought to themselves, oh, it was like Saitama. Come on, bro, stop lying. Kyle. Stop playing. Stop playing. I want you to watch this video at 2x speed. Give me your honest thoughts on it.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm probably going to be more judgmental than Zim because I actually like fucking care about choreography and shit like this.
I think you'll like the animation of the fight. Watch it at 2x speed, because just don't worry about the subtitles. Not necessary. Just keep watching it. I need a second opinion here. Savile, is this the first time they fight, or is this the second time they fight? Just out of curiosity. Also, not to be that guy, but like, why is he a dagger fighter? Like it's not a big deal. Like, characters can fight with daggers, but like, It's just interesting that he's a dagger fighter. This is his first fight? Okay, so there is no round 2. This is round 1. Jim Woo versus Reboot Dante. If Jim Woo could reset the universe, assuming he did have his own power, then that's like a closer argument for Universal that Reboot Dante has. Okay, so Newhan saying that the manhwa, that the anime adds scenes of making him seem more vulnerable, whereas the manhwa didn't have this. Okay. I believe that, because the author would be wasting time drawing non-aura scenes, and that would just be a waste, really. You wanna know why he's struggling in this fight? It's because he's not wearing his fucking black cardigan and white shirt. That's why he's struggling. He doesn't have the drip on. A man without his drip. A man without his drip is nothing.
So this is supposed to be a high diff fight, right?
That is the high diff fight, yes. That is the
Okay,
example.
If he has an ability that he can just put on his hands that lets him catch the blade, why does he go back to the dagger, and why does he use the dagger in the first place?
Throughout most of that fight, did you believe that he was in very serious danger with all those fucking hits he was fucking eating for breakfast?
No, like, he was clearly getting the shit kicked out of him, but it didn't feel as if he was in any, like, real apparent danger.
Yes, that is the issue here. Like if this were a points test, he would have lost for sure. But there's no damage on his body to show that.
I don't feel like his life is in danger.
Because we're told his life is in danger, I'm assuming, but it never feels like it because he doesn't have the damage on his body to show it. And it's kind of ironic this archetype even exists, because, like, I don't even know where this archetype was spawned from. Because it wasn't from Goku, it wasn't from any of the fucking old shonen characters. So who created the archetype of, like, the super overpowered... Well, I guess it'd be the first fucking power fantasy, but who was that then? He used the...
Because it's Korean. When did Solo Leveling come out?
I think it's like 2016. I think it was when it first came out.
I had thought, but then it's just like, no, I'm pretty sure that came out around the same time too. I was going to say the God of High School, but then I'm like, no, the God of High School came out around that time too, so it can't be inspired off that.
2014. It's an old series. 2014. Okay.
Yeah, so there has to be some Korean series before any of these that spawned it.
Sorta Online, probably Sorta Online. No, Kirito takes more damage than this.
Here's the thing. Kirito doesn't take much damage, but I can at least tell that he's, like, struggling.
And also, to be fair with Kirito, he doesn't take damage because the game just, like, re-renders his model. So, like, he gets stabbed and cut and shit. It's just that his model gets restored. Also, if you're looking for an opening for this night, why even go for a chink in the armor? Why not just stab him through his fucking faceplate if you're fast enough to keep up with him? Oh,
well, no, this is a choreography problem that I have a little bit of an issue with. It's like, if he has an ability that lets him grab the sword, why try and block and rely on your smallest shit dagger?
So, to be fair, in one of the other fights, the antagonist says that he's getting stronger as the fight goes on. So this might be a case of where he was genuinely vastly weaker than the knight at the start, but by surviving the fight long enough, he would have gone strong enough to fight him. So that is a possibility. Also, go ahead and save. Because what else you want him to do? Catch the sword, and stab the knight before the knight can effectively react to his attack.
Well, the problem is that we're told that this is supposed to be a high diff fight, but it doesn't look like he's struggling. You can have characters get the shit kicked out of them and not be struggling.
The other problem too is that he's able to react to the knight consistently. So that means his reaction time and speed have to be at least on par or at the same level as the knight. I would say comparable there. So that means that he could absolutely catch the sword and then stab the knight and kill the knight. Because they're equal, they're relatively close to each other in speed. It's not like the knight took more damage. No, he couldn't have. Why not? It's not like he's not able to keep up with the knight in hand-to-hand combat. He's able to block him and kick him during the fight. They're absolutely comparable to each other.
The knight at no point brutally speed blitzes him. He's always able to keep up. And then there's a time where he starts to speed blitz the knight.
I think the problem too is he's never shaking during the fight. I think if they added him shaking in the animation instead of just breathing heavily, I think it would have gone a long way.
Because here's the thing, I think him sweating is supposed to show that he's struggling, but
Also, find a save point because yeah, we're probably gonna stream in like a minute or two.
He doesn't seem like he's in any mortal danger. Because the problem is that if you were to tell me oh, this was a fight where there are people on his level, I'd believe you. But if this is a high diff fight, that does not give me courage for how other characters are built up. Because it seems like other characters are built up just to make him look better.
That's what it looks like. Where he destroys a bunch of curses, but he's only paying for lace. Igris was caught off guard, that's it.
How's he caught off guard if at no point he ever does anything sneaky, he doesn't run away, and it's always a face-to-face?
Yeah, I'm going to say, because the way he gets caught off guard, allegedly, is right in front of his face. So it's not like it's not like there was a sneak attack or a strategy in place that he couldn't see coming. And also, Ignis gets so many more hits off than him that it's like, why?
Well, no, it's not even that. It's the fact that when Wu finally gets a hit in, it makes the Red Knight look insignificantly like a jobber. Because he did all this shit, like the bashing him into the wall, chucking him across the room, the machine gun blows, but it takes Jin Woo 2 attacks, 1 to push him into the wall, and then he stabs him in the throat. It's like, no, it makes the Red Knight look stupid. It makes him look dumb.
So you didn't notice this, because I didn't notice it the first time I watched it either. You know when he kicks him in the middle of the fight? He knocks the Knight out in that kick. The Knight wakes himself up after getting knocked out to continue the assault, because his eyes fade away.
Okay, so if that's the case, then he's not struggling at all. This is not a high diff fight. This is just he's around my level, but I'm stronger.
Seville, can you confirm that? Did he actually knock the Knight out with that kick? Because the Knight's eyes disappear and then reignite after. No. I mean in the middle of the fight. Jin Woo kicks him on the side of the head. The Knight's eyes disappear. Yes. But his eyes disappear, so did he get knocked out? No, I'm talking about earlier. I'm talking about in the middle section of the fight. Yeah, he gets stabbed at the end. That's how he loses. But did he get knocked out in the middle of that fight? Look, I'm going to keep it. Ares comes back and dribbles Jin Woo like a basketball. Yeah, and then fucking does no lasting damage to him. Okay, so he did get knocked out? Bro, you can get knocked out in the middle of the fight and come back. That's not, like, unfeasible. His eyes literally disappear.
Okay, then, yeah, this is not a high diff fight. This is... He's fighting somebody on his level, and whenever he gets a hit in, he shows to be the dominant one in terms of strength. It just makes the Red Knight look pathetic. It makes the Red Knight look dumb.
I'm gonna keep it on his buck. Getting knocked out, I'm just making fun of your logic. It's not making fun of my logic. That's very clearly the intention of the scene. His eyes are gone. He's very clearly passed out. He just recovers and then fucking continues the ass whooping. I'm gonna keep it on his buck. A performance like this, that puts you on fraud watch. This man landed every hit he wanted, and he still couldn't fucking break the guy's arm or anything. I'm just keeping it a bug, bro. Maybe was asking me about who's a fraud. This Red Knight here is looking pretty fraudulent, if you ask me, bro. Like, how do you land all these hits and still not fucking leave the guy with lasting damage?
No, I think the problem that we have is you've built this up from how you've told us that this was a high diff fight. What do you consider a high diff fight? Because in your opinion, you would consider Saitama vs. Boros to be a high diff fight.
Mama?
Because the problem is like when going into a fight that's like, oh, it was high diff. Look at how many shots he gets. It gets him before he like is able to come back. It's like, yeah, but how many shots does he give in return? And how quickly does he win?
Yeah, the ratio of hits being taken here is so massive that, like, I have to consider that the Red Knight just nowhere near as strong as, like, he's supposed to be, if that's the best he can do. Look, all I'm saying is that any Fist of the North Star fight goes that route, I'm just saying, bro, that fight would have ended in 2 seconds. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. I'm just saying here, like, good animation, but I'm just not seeing it. But alright, so we'll talk about this more later over some rivals. At any rate, for the rest of you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody, and have yourself